the National Children's President for Pikin and Salo, and we go under the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs. We are sit down and listen to all the statements where everybody will give. And of course, one thing where most of the time people can fail for realize that when trouble come in a country, whether they suffer the most and they begin them. And in relation to that, that's really connected to how they form the Children's Forum Network. We don't necessarily say in the country where we live, when it comes to development, issues like this, that's something that happen for quite a very, very long time. And will affect a lot of people, more especially the beginning of this country. So if we reflect back, way back in 2000, I know some people went to Mapia, they're not one doing that 10 day. But way back 2000 and even the 1990 to 2000, we know say history tell me say Salo experienced 11 years civil bloody war. And that was very devastating. It was really cool. And we see say how Pikin them become victim of that particular war. Because of that, then they get for form the Children's Forum Network. The Children's Forum Network became in existence, and the other name for Stephen and the Children's Parliament, a platform where they bring Pikin them together to talk about issues them where they bond them. And also sometimes someone will ask how Pikin take related to issues we get for do with national development. I know that there are certain times when it comes to election, Pikin and not get for votes. But obviously the actions that where leaders that they make, they reflect on Pikin them cut across the district. And we don't see how, in as much as there are certain situations like if they misuse the funding, if they not do according to the plan, it is say it affect the Pikin them. Because that fund where they don't misuse, where corruption don't come, if they don't use them for build schools, that deprived community there, if they don't use them for empower more Pikin them for reach their fullest potential. At this moment, now a very critical moment with the approach, more especially the election. I can remember that there was a time when we began some riots, people began come out. It was so saddening for some Pikin them who they see parents they go to school for go take them Pikin them from school. That moment was really shocking. And we see how we affect certain people not for even going to school. This is an endorsement. The Children's Forum Network definitely get for this initiative because when problem becomes Salo, the people they become the most vulnerable. As Children's Forum Network, I want to say officially that we get for embrace this particular initiative. We just look forward to see how it will become more effective, how they go for target the right people there, for make the right change. Because over the time, I don't get a lot of stories, I don't ask a lot of questions when issues that has to do with real problem. But I'm glad for the fact that organizations and initiatives like this, they come up on board. One for say area will continue to go down the town, down the deprived districts. More especially when they come closer to the election, how they will continue to engage the young people, how they will continue to engage school Pikin. Because as I tell you that, most of the young people, including myself, know little or less about this war. Personally, people they explain you. One for see how they will continue to engage more school going Pikin them, how they will engage more university students about it. Because we've seen several times when riots or issues like this they come up, what are they show? Now the young people them. I don't in a situation where I don't see a lot of my age mates them, students they say, we ready for war. I don't see why they talk this because they don't really experience the war itself. And from the stories around there, there's a time where we invite Dr. Spencer, we explain, give the stories there, and don't get sessions. I don't learn a lot. Me in particular, I will encourage somebody for even involved into riot, into hate speech, because I've learned so much from waiting people around me. So my message we are the same that how I will continue to engage young people then, for especially the school going people then, the university students about the essence and for me we really understand the information. In conclusion, I want to say thank you so much. We fully embrace the information and I know that we never run out of time. Thank you.